This is how my mom exploited me for money as a child and simultaneously subjected me to years of verbal, financial, and of course, physical abuse.
Damn.
Okay, so I wasn't going to talk about this again, but due to my unfortunate luck and my lack of cybersecurity, my own mother decided to log into this account using my brother's iPad,
Oh, wow.
which used to be mine, which is why the account was on there, and decided to wipe every single video that I had on this channel, including the ones that weren't related to this topic or her. So
Oh,
I'm talking
shit.
about this yet again and filling you guys in on everything without the sugar-coated, what I thought was respectful language that I used in the last video that got taken down. So let's start, because I am sick of talking about this over and over again. I have a script in hand, so I don't miss anything, as you can tell, but just know that everything that I say is all my words. Here's the rundown. My mom and I have always had a rocky relationship, and it just got worse and worse as the years went on. In 2016, I finally had permission to make a YouTube channel called Jessalyn Grace. I posted consistently thanks to the help of my mom and reached 1.5 million subscribers in 2018, which is when I hit my peak. In doing YouTube, I had to deal with years of verbal abuse and sometimes physical abuse whenever I would make a video. My mom controlled what I posted and what I would say on camera. Everything had to be perfect and fake. If I misspoke, said the wrong line, or made the wrong face, she would scream and shout at me. And I was 11 getting called a fucking bitch because I wasn't able to say things correctly on camera after being fed lines.
Yo, shit. Oh, my Lord. She getting that Joe Jackson, yo.
Words 2 minutes before the camera would roll. But it didn't matter because my mom wanted the money. We needed the money. And at the time, I wanted to help my family out as much as possible. In high school, I was extremely burnt out, and my mom became more hands-off when I became extremely unmotivated and hated making videos.
Oh, wow.
As a kid, you don't really think that what your parents do is ill-intended, and to this day, I know for a fact that my mom truly wanted me to succeed. She just went about it the wrong way. And I didn't realize that there were two forms of abuse happening. I honestly had no concept of the money I was earning, how much things I showed on camera costs, and the random designer goods that would appear in the closet. I also didn't know that only a fraction of it was going towards my savings.
She's taking all that fucking money, bro. Holy moly, dude. That shit is sad.
My college fund. It never occurred to me that years of work weren't being saved for me, besides the 15% that I'd only get from professional shoots, and even then, that was rare. Since being in college, fully
Okay, bro, look, I understand she's a kid, but 15%? 15 going towards her? When she is the bread and butter of the channel, bro, she is the face of the channel, you giving her 15% of the earnings? That's crazy. I would have at least did 50, bro. As a parent, though, I would have probably taken the 15%. Everything else goes to my child. It's their money. I would have taken probably 10. I don't even know, bro. I probably wouldn't have taken any, actually. Unless it was actually needed for, like, bills and stuff, but that would be it.
Supporting myself. It feels so discouraging to know that no
I
one
don't
thought...
know. I'm sorry, I'm pausing. I feel like I just wouldn't take any at all, bro. Because knowing that YouTube already takes a cut, I don't know.
Advocated to set me up for better financial standing, especially knowing that I wanted to go to a 4-year university. My dream school was Stanford for years.
Damn.
And the fact that my mom was behind the wipes of both of my channels, knowing that they were my only sources of income, is insane. I am a self-supporting college student receiving no financial help from someone who had me as their sole provider for years.
Nasty.
My mom's a spender. I'm sure most of my income went into her extensive handbag collection, as you can see here. The account is now private.
Oh, girl. It's all Chanel bags, too. Woo-wee. Okay. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. This shit right here is ugly as fuck. A Chanel chain with two big C's on it? And then matching Chanel earrings? That's fucking ugly, bro. I swear sometimes rich people don't have no fucking taste, bro.
But these screenshots are from that account. Again, very extensive collection. Now she spends her time purchasing Labubus and handbags for her Labubus.
Shit. Yo. A whole Chanel outfit for a Labubu is...
I'll hide that account for her sake, so you guys don't harass it, but here are the screenshots of that.
I already found it, girl. Exodus 2012.
Of that. It's funny that she was able to spend so much money on handbags, clothes, furniture, but when it came to setting me up for financial success, we were suddenly not doing so well or didn't have enough money.
That's nasty.
If I remember correctly, we had more than enough for your classic flaps, your brooches, your jewelry. And what about the close to 80 grand wedding you chose to throw while having an affair? She left my father in 2021, was cheating on him with her high school classmate who was also my stepdad, and I knew about this affair before my parents decided to drop thousands and thousands of my earnings on a grand wedding.
What the actual fuck?
My stepdad was invited to and showed up to it while being in a relationship with my mom. And I wasn't going to blast this on the internet, but Mom, you did take away my only sources of income twice. What kind of mom has such disregard and hatred for a daughter who has only given her respect that she probably doesn't deserve? A daughter who took care of and loved your other children and spent years making content that you controlled and signed contracts that you decided, only to save little to nothing when I turned 18. And yet you still have the audacity to say that I'm being brainwashed, I'm being fed lies, that I'm lying. So here's how the rest of the video is going to go, along with some screenshots and other receipts. You should have left me alone, left my content alone, and I wouldn't have to resort to this. But it is, so that's just the consequences of your actions. And I remember you were always such a big believer in karma.
Oh shit.
To make things sweet and simple, my mom and I argued literally about everything.
Meet the Grams. Dead.
Nothing I said or did would make her feel better. In fact, everything I did irked her. For example, Mom, when I was bedridden for 2 weeks, I couldn't stand up without fainting. I had a persistent fever, I couldn't eat on my own, and I couldn't function and get out of bed. You were angry at me the whole time, and I thought...
Whoa. You
thought it was because I was sick.
You really should think about what's more important to have more consideration towards people who you should value more than your friends. You really have no conscience at all. Clean and organize your stuff. I should have never said you can go, but I was feeling sorry for you. Obviously, you don't deserve it because after that talk, there was no feeling of apology or any remorse from you. Because you weren't even listening to me. Listening to you, you think I was mad at you because you were sick? That's your reason? Have more common sense. The last person you should ever ask is Abby. You need to come straight to me. So you could yell at me? I asked Abby because you didn't even tell me why you were mad. You just got mad at me. So it's better for you to avoid the issue then? Damn, she can't even fucking type. That's not the right use of that then. This is like better than this or before or not before, more than this. Not care about why your mom is all of a sudden isn't talking to you. Not care about what you might have done. Ooh, fuck, that is nasty gaslight. All you do is yell at me. I didn't want to hear it, and I thought you were mad because I was sick, so that's why I didn't say anything. They asked me for a caption and photos after I got out of the ER. I just sent in whatever caption. No. Think about what you should have done and be mature about it from now on. You don't ignore your mom's feeling, assuming otherwise.
And unable to take care of my siblings. I thought maybe you were just mad at me for being...
I'm sorry I didn't send pictures of us or mention you. I was just thinking about it because Junie asked for a bio about me and photos of me. I always ask you what's wrong, especially if I feel like something is bothering you. Common sense and gratitude, work on it. Okay, I'm sorry, but I didn't know why you didn't say anything. I was sick and the caption and pictures were sent out in a month prior. I forgot she even asked me for them. You should have tried to figure it out. But again, you don't care enough to value me enough to even try to find out. Every time I talk to you when you were mad, you just yell at me. That's why I didn't ask. Yeah. But obvious shit. Because no matter how many times I explain or apologize or tell you that I didn't do any of that intentionally, you're still mad at me and you're still going to yell at me. So there's no point because I can never please you. Jess, I really think you will never understand. This is definitely selfish talk right there. It's okay. Maybe later on in life, you'll eventually learn this on your own and try to always be filled with excuses. Wow. Ask yourself this. After seeing your mom cry, do you still feel the need to go? Like, you don't feel sad about it and unbothered? For me, since I value family, it bothers me. Ask your friends this and see what their responses are.
Sick in general, and being sick was just a burden to you. And turns out you were mad at this Instagram post. I wrote this caption, and I want you guys to read it and see if you can find anything wrong with it.
Hi, I'm Jessalyn Grace, a content creator, singer, actress, full-time student, and most importantly, Miss Lao San Diego 2024 is Truly an honor to be crowned Miss Lao San Diego. And being part of last year's pageant was such a meaningful experience for me. I got to learn so much about our culture and the importance of this annual pageant to Lao next year. Our heritage is something we should embrace and believe it. It is crucial, and I believe it is crucial for youth to be active in the community in order to preserve traditions like this pageant. I hope girls who want to gain and build valuable life skills, who want to be involved in the community, will take this opportunity to do so.
And I want you guys to read it and see if you can find anything.
I don't find an issue.
The thing wrong with this caption is that I didn't thank my mom. I didn't mention her in this caption.
That's fucking crazy.
Where the director or the person making this post asked me for my experience on competing. That is why I was sick for so long, dehydrated, couldn't walk or stand up, and my mom refused to help me because of this Instagram post. This was obviously a pattern. My mom wanted recognition and would blow up if she didn't receive it. Same thing if I had a problem that involved her, it would always be me who wound up apologizing because I wasn't regarding her feelings. Well, even months after moving out, when
oh my god, I wonder how it was being her husband, bro, for real. Because holy mother of God, if this is what happens, if this is how she treats her children, imagine the husband. Holy mother.
Previous video that got taken down. When I made it, all I was thinking was how to say the right things regarding her feelings. And she still didn't take it well. Mom, you can still paint yourself as someone who gets stepped on by her children, and there would be nothing I can do or say to prevent that. In fact, whenever we would argue, it would lead to me being grounded, sometimes for months at a time. The only way I could get out of my punishment was if I showed my respect to her by posting YouTube videos. Some of the videos you guys might have watched from my old channel weren't out of free will, but to get me out of a punishment. Summer after senior year, I was getting ready to go to UC Berkeley. I had graduated from high school and had a lot of things to look forward to. My mom did not want me to go to college so far away. In fact, during the application process, she repeatedly expressed her belief that I wouldn't get into a good college, that I would be struggling in college in terms of finances, and that I should just stay in Fresno or go to Fresno State or community college and become a nurse. Something that makes money. In fact, during the application process...
Does her YouTube not make fucking money? What is wrong with her mom, dog?
I had her write me a letter addressed to my counselor so that she could write me a letter of recommendation. My mom ultimately told me that she had nothing to write because she didn't know what good qualities I had.
Wow.
Once we made a trip to the Bay...
Oh my god. I don't know what good qualities you have. Maybe the quality that made you fucking rich. That's crazy.
This was before I got into Berkeley, by the way. I wanted to visit the campus because I had just sent in my UC applications. And she told me no, because I probably wouldn't get into a school like UC Berkeley anyways. So yeah, she wasn't happy when I got in. She didn't want me to leave, and she expressed that with control. My curfew was now 8 p.m. I could barely go out.
What the fuck?
I had to ask weeks in advance if I could hang out with friends, and if it was too last minute, the answer would be no. Even though I had already graduated high school and I was going to Berkeley in the fall, I had my license and everything, but I was still being treated like a middle schooler. And at this point, we were still arguing every day. Heated arguments, too. Then came the incident that caused me to move out. My mom's curling iron was missing one day. She assumed that either me or my sister lost it, and so we spent all day looking for it while my parents were out on a day trip. I
bet you she had it in that car.
Still couldn't find the iron, so when my mom comes back, she's absolutely livid. She cussed me out, cussed my sister out, again, livid over this iron. Then she finds it in my sister's closet, broken. My sister hid it after she broke it and then lied about knowing where it was. It's stupid, yes, but my sister was also in middle school at the time. I was exhausted at this point. I'd spent all day...
That's a kid thing. Who the fuck cares, bro? It's not that serious. Plus, if you were rich spending all that money on them fucking Chanel handbags, you can buy another fucking curling iron.
Siblings. It was around 1 or 2 a.m., so I went to my room. And then my mom yells at me to come out because she needed to have a talk with the family. AKA, talk to only me. She started yelling about how I had no respect. And I was fed up. And I was really tired, so I argued back. And when I did, she proceeded to slap me, shove me, and scream. I told her she couldn't hit me anymore because I'm 18. Then she grabbed this wooden mallet, as seen in the photo, and tried swinging at me with it. Damn. Mind you, I didn't even break this frickin' iron. After that, she took my laptop, my phone, everything and anything I could use to contact someone with, so I wouldn't tell anybody what happened. Wow. When I got my devices back, I told my now godbrother Joseph what happened, and I left shortly after that. I didn't tell them I was leaving, I just left, which is why she's blown up these last few months, and has done anything in her power to make my life harder. Honestly, it's just really annoying to deal with. And I don't want to talk about this anymore, and I tried to avoid the topic as much as possible, but it does seem like she wants a reaction out of me, so Mom, here is me reacting. Also, here are the messages she sent me the morning she found out I left.
You did this without talking to me and just left. This is not something to play around with. This is unacceptable. The cap fell off my tooth and I need to go to the dentist to have them redo it. You picked a really good time to run away. Come back right now and stay with your brother. I need to go see the dentist. Does your dad know about this? By you making this decision to go and find every excuse or use an excuse to leave just because you have a little bit of money, I can't see the rest of that. Not really. In the account, I don't believe that.
Concerned, just angry. Needed me to watch my brother. Didn't really care.
Sorry, bro.
After I made the video that...
It's crazy because the people who get caught in the crossfire of this shit is not what you intend to do, but like it just happens that way.
Got taken down. She made this written response public on her Facebook. And after reading it, I genuinely laughed. I laughed because here she was writing this as a concerned, loving mother. Writing this as if I went rogue completely out of nowhere. And it's just... I don't know, if you really meant all of it, why did you take down every single post about me? Why did you take down the post of me in front of a Beamer that you bought with my earnings and pretend that you got it for me? You literally wrote on the caption, because she deserves it.
Nasty.
And yet I was never allowed to drive. I had to ask friends and classmates for rides back home from school. This isn't me accusing you of abuse. This is me telling the truth about the abuse. You exploited me and I let it happen. And I didn't realize it until I got older because I was your child. I am your child. And as a mom, you had a responsibility you couldn't fulfill. And that's the clarity that I needed. So I'm sorry to you guys for witnessing this whole mess. I can't recover the old videos, unfortunately, but new content will come out once I get my bearings straight. But for now, here's a really summarized version of the old video that I posted, along with some information that I decided to leave out. But anyways, thank you all for listening, and I'll see you guys later.
W video, bro. And I'm hoping everything goes well for her. I mean, her channel is at what, 70 something thousand subscribers now at the moment. Where is it at? Yeah, 72,000. She gonna be all right. She gonna be all right. As long as these videos don't keep getting taken down by her mom, she gonna be all right. This video already almost has 1 million views too. So W shit, bro.